It is normal to at some point wonder or even fear that the narcissist in your life knows or suspects that you are onto them. That is because narcissists and abusers can react violently and even vindictively when they fear losing control or that you may expose them. In this video, we look at how easily narcissists can tell that you know their secrets. We also look at things you may inadvertently do that may give a game away, as well as surefire actions from a narcissist that they know you know. Before we cover what actions you may do that may give a game away, let's first look at how easily a narcissist can tell you have figured them out. For most people, when they did something they know others will not approve of, they become more alert to the reactions of other people toward them. This is because they are looking for clues that the other person knows their secret. Think back on when you held a certain belief or view of someone. It can be good or bad. Then, when you got new information about them, maybe it was a good deed they did, a hard upbringing, or how they hurt someone else. The moment you accepted the new information as true about them, your view of a person changed. And when your view of a person changes, your interaction with them changes as well. That is what people look for when they try to see if you know their secret. But for the narcissist, this is on a different level. They are so self-focused that they constantly make decisions that hurt others and manipulate others for self-gain. This causes them to start to live in a constant state of alertness to even the slightest change in other people's reactions toward them. Some even become paranoid that they may be exposed for the fraud and manipulator they are. It is natural for victims to at first deny the information they get about narcissism. They may make excuses for the abuser's actions or claim that the abuser is not like that. It is only natural to want to hold on to the image you have of a person you may love, especially if your world is intertwined with them. But the moment you realize the person in your life is narcissistic and accept the truth, your view of them changes instantly. And try as you may, your interaction with them will change, even if only slightly. Because narcissists are hyper-alert to any shift of power and any threat to their control and image, they are almost guaranteed to immediately pick up something is different about you. However, due to their grandiosity and desperate need to protect their ego, they often at first refuse to even think that you could possibly be so smart that you could figure them out. They will often at first ask you what is wrong with you that you behave differently, or they will straight out say that you changed. However, depending on how your reaction towards them changed and the time from when you figured them out, they will eventually suspect or even accept that you have figured them out. Share how your view about the narcissist in your life changed when you first realized who and what they are. This brings us to common behaviors that often give a game away that you are onto their manipulation tactics. Short of actually telling the narcissist that you think they are a narcissist, which I don't advise you to do, one of the most common reactions for victims is that they stop emotionally reacting to the narcissist baiting tactics. This could be calling you degrading names, accusations, or throwing tantrums. Their attempts to get you emotional or start an argument either fails or does not have the effect they want, which will immediately scare them as they realize they are losing control. Another common change is that victims seek less validation from a narcissist. That can mean that they don't beg the narcissist to talk to them when the narcissist gives them the silent treatment. But it can also mean you don't ask them if you look good in an outfit, or you no longer ask them for advice or help. You may also no longer tell them about your accomplishments. Hit the like button if your behavior toward the narcissist changed when you figured them out. The narcissist will immediately get anxious as they realize you no longer need them for validation. This makes the narcissist feel irrelevant, which is one of their biggest fears, as they fear being no longer needed and then being abandoned. Other common reactions are for the victims to call out lies and gaslighting, as well as set up boundaries for how the narcissist can act. This will immediately cause a fear of loss of control in the narcissist. It is also common to start to give less attention to the narcissist. You may give them shorter replies, not look at them when you are talking to them when you normally used to, and you may stop small acts of kindness when you used to do that for them. In short, you lost that loving feeling. And as they crave that loving feeling and attention, they may go into overdrive and hit the afterburners to get it back. You may note that it is more the loss of control that the narcissist responds to, and not the fear that you know they are a narcissist. This is because most narcissists don't know they are narcissist, or even what a narcissist is. And even if you list what the narcissist is to them, they will often deny they do those actions, or they will justify their actions. What the narcissists fear is that they will not be able to control you, and that you will expose how they manipulate others for their own benefit, which will cause them to lose all their validation and no longer be able to exploit people. There are, however, narcissists who are more intelligent or who have learned about narcissism and know exactly who they are. These people are often very dangerous, as they can become very skilled in manipulation and emotional abuse. They can more easily spot that something is wrong and will more likely assume you know they are a narcissist. This brings us to, what are some surefire reactions from a narcissist that they know or suspect that you know they are a narcissist? Well, the first thing they will often do is outright ask you, do you think I am a narcissist? This is often when they found out that you read articles or watched movies about narcissism. Another one is when they accuse you of calling them a narcissist when you have not, especially if you have not even mentioned the term narcissist. Or when you point to someone else's actions and label the person as a narcissist, and the person in your life suddenly accuses you of calling them a narcissist. This may happen when they do similar actions that you may not have noticed yet. Another telltale sign is that the narcissistic person suddenly accuses you of being narcissistic when you have not even mentioned the term to them, especially when you call out some of their toxic behaviors. Now yes, this does sound like it could be a victim calling out the narcissist, and it is exactly why the narcissist will often call you a narcissist, as they try to make themselves the victim. The narcissist may also suddenly increase their manipulation and abuse and do outrageous things. This can partly be because they are trying to re-establish control over you, but they may also try to push you so far that you admit you know what they are doing. So in short, the moment you accept the person in your life is narcissistic and so selfish that they will take actions that will hurt you for their own benefit or to protect their ego, your behavior towards them will change, and they will pick up on it. They may at first deny to themselves they have been found out and claim you changed, but the more your behavior toward them changes, the more likely they are to realize you are onto them. So look carefully at how you are now starting to respond to the narcissist and decide if it may not be better to play along for a short while until you have figured out where you want to take the relationship. You can also see how the narcissist reacts to small changes in your behavior, which will give you an indication of how they may react if you start setting more boundaries. Some narcissists are afraid of losing control and will do whatever it takes to keep control over you. Others want validation or even drama, and when they do not get it from you, they may go look for it somewhere else, which may mean them leaving you or just ignoring you. Watch the video suggested to you right now to learn more about narcissism.